Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm John, and today I'm here with my friend Emma. We're going to talk about something really fun, our hobbies and free time activities. So, Emma, how's your morning going so far?
Oh, pretty good. I actually just finished a yoga class before I came here. I'm still a little sweaty, but I feel amazing. How about you? What have you been up to this morning?
Honestly, I woke up late. I was up until like midnight last night working on a painting. I'm kind of obsessed with painting right now. So I woke up, made some coffee, and came straight here to meet you.
Wait, painting? I didn't know you were into that. That's so cool. Like, what kind of paintings? Are you a professional artist?
No, not professional at all. I'm actually just a beginner. I think I started maybe 4 months ago. My sister gave me a painting set for my birthday, and I was like, okay, why not? And now I literally can't stop. I paint almost every night.
That's so interesting. I love that. So you just do it for fun? Like, do you paint from your imagination or do you copy things?
Both, actually. Sometimes I paint things I see, like I'll go to the park and paint trees or buildings. And sometimes I don't know, I just put colors on the canvas and see what happens. It's very messy. My apartment looks crazy right now.
I can imagine, but that sounds really relaxing. I actually need something like that. My hobby is yoga, like I said, but sometimes I feel like I need more variety, you know?
Yeah, I get that. So how long have you been doing yoga?
Oh man, like 5 years now? Yeah, 5 years. I started because my roommate at the time kept asking me to go to a class with her, and I was like, ugh, no way, that's not for me. But I went one time and I was totally wrong. I loved it. Now I go to classes 3 times a week.
3 times a week? That's serious.
I know, right? But it's not just exercise for me, it's like therapy. After a long day at work, I just go to yoga and all my stress goes away. Plus, I've made so many friends at the yoga studio. We sometimes go out for lunch after class.
That's really nice. So it's not just the activity, it's the community too.
Exactly. And what about your painting? Do you do it alone or do you have friends who paint too?
I do it alone mostly. I like that time by myself. But actually, I've been thinking about joining a painting class. I haven't found one yet, but I want to learn some real techniques, you know? Like, I'm basically just guessing right now. I'd love to take a class and meet other artists who are serious about it.
You should definitely do that. It's so helpful to learn from other people. Even in yoga, the teacher shows us things we would never figure out on our own.
So, let me ask you something. Do you think hobbies are important? Like, do you think everyone needs a hobby?
That's a good question. I think yes and no. Like, I think it's really good for your mental health to have something you enjoy outside of work, but I don't think it has to be a hobby. Some people just like to watch TV after work, and that's okay too, right?
Yeah, fair point. But I think there's a difference between relaxing and having a real hobby. Like watching TV is nice, but it's passive. With painting, I'm actually doing something. I'm creating something.
Right, but sometimes people are tired. After I work a long shift, sometimes I don't want to do yoga. Sometimes I just want to sit on my couch and watch Netflix, and that's fine. Not every single day has to be productive.
That's true. He nods. I guess I'm just the type of person who I need to be doing something. If I sit around too much, I feel kind of empty, you know?
I totally understand. Some people are like that. Other people are just naturally more chill. There's no right way.
Fair enough. So, what do you do on days when you're tired and don't want to do yoga?
Honestly, I watch a lot of cooking shows. I'm obsessed with cooking shows. I know, it sounds boring, but I really love them. I'll watch a show and think, oh, I want to make that recipe, and then I actually try to cook it. So I guess cooking is kind of a hobby too.
That's not boring at all. I think that's actually really cool. Do you cook a lot?
I try to. I'm not very good, to be honest, but I'm learning. I follow recipes from YouTube videos mostly, and I'll call my mom sometimes when I'm confused about something. She's a really good cook, so I learned that from her.
My mom is the same way. She's always trying to teach me how to cook, and I'm like, Mom, I just order pizza. But secretly, I think I want to learn. I just don't have time right now.
You'd be surprised. Cooking doesn't take that long if you find easy recipes. Plus, it's kind of fun. You get to eat something delicious after, and you can listen to music or podcasts while you cook.
That's true. Maybe I'll try that. After I get better at painting, I can learn to cook. Smiles. Right now, I'm just focused on one thing.
And that's smart. I think that's better than trying to do everything at once. When I started yoga, I really committed to it. I didn't try a million things. I just focused on yoga for the first year, and then I started getting into cooking after that.
So, what other hobbies do you have? Is it just yoga and cooking?
Well, I also read a lot. I read maybe one book a month, sometimes more. I like fiction mostly, mystery books, romance books, that kind of thing. And I also like to travel. I take a trip somewhere new at least twice a year. That's my favorite thing to do with my free time.
Oh, where do you like to go?
Anywhere, really. Last year, I went to New Mexico and California. This year, I want to go to Mexico maybe. Or, I don't know, somewhere warm where I can relax on the beach.
That sounds amazing. I don't travel very much. I should probably do more of that.
You should. It doesn't have to be expensive either. There are so many cheap flights now. You can find good deals if you're flexible with your dates.
Okay, maybe after I finish my paintings, I'll book a trip. I'm always putting things off after I finish painting.
That's your new hobby, though. You're allowed to focus on it.
Can I ask you something? When you're not doing your hobbies, what do you think about?
That's deep. I don't know. I think about work a lot. I think about relationships. I think about what I want my future to look like. Why?
I ask because I think my hobbies help me think about stuff. Like when I'm painting, my brain is quiet in a good way. I'm not worried about anything. I'm just focusing on the colors and the shapes. And sometimes I figure things out about myself without trying to.
Oh, that's really cool. That's the same reason I love yoga. The teacher always talks about how yoga is a time to focus on your mind and body. And yeah, I've definitely had moments where I'm in the middle of a class and I suddenly understand something about my life. It's kind of magical.
Yeah, exactly. It's like your hobbies aren't just about having fun. They're actually good for your mental health.
100%. I read this article once that said people with hobbies are happier and less stressed, and I believe that. When I didn't have yoga, I was much more anxious, but now I have this thing that I do that makes me feel good.
So hobbies are like self-care?
I guess so. I mean, self-care can be a lot of things, but yes, hobbies are definitely part of that. You're doing something just for yourself, just because you enjoy it.
I like that. Takes a sip of coffee. So here's another question. How do you find time for hobbies? Like, don't you work?
Yes, I work. I work full-time at a marketing company, which is why hobbies are so important for me. After I spend 8 hours at my job, I need to do something that's just for me, Something that makes me happy.
Do you ever feel like you don't have enough free time?
All the time. I think everyone feels that way. But I try to make time for the things I love. Like I schedule my yoga classes and I make sure I go. I put it on my calendar like it's a work meeting. That way I actually do it instead of canceling.
That's smart. I should do that with my painting. Right now, I just paint whenever I feel like it, which is usually at night. But maybe I should schedule it, make it more official.
Yeah, even just 1 hour a week, scheduled and official, is better than nothing, and then it becomes part of your routine.
I'll try that. Smiles. You're giving me a lot of good ideas today, Emma.
I'm just telling you what works for me, but I'm glad I could help.
Okay, last question. If you could tell someone who doesn't have a hobby right now, like what would you say to them? Like how would you convince them to try something?
Thinks carefully. I would say start with something small. You don't need to be super committed. Just try something and see if you like it. And if you don't like it, try something else. It took me going to one yoga class to change my life, but I know that wasn't the case for everyone.
That's good advice.
And I would also say that hobbies don't have to be expensive or complicated. You can paint with cheap supplies, you can read books from the library for free, you can exercise in your living room. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're doing something that makes you happy.
I really like that. Pauses. I think my advice would be similar, but also I would say that hobbies help you learn about yourself. When you're painting or cooking or reading, you discover what you actually care about, and that's really important.
Yeah, that's true. And also, hobbies are just fun. We don't always have to be so serious. Sometimes we just need to do something that makes us smile.
Amen to that. Raises his coffee cup. Here's to hobbies.
And new friends who inspire you to try new things.
Smiles at the camera. So, thank you so much for listening to our conversation. We hope this helped you learn some English and also helped you think about your own hobbies. Do you have a hobby? Let us know in the comments. We would love to hear about what you enjoy doing in your free time.
And please subscribe to the channel if you want to watch more conversations like this. We have new videos every week.
Thanks so much for watching.